Hello, church family. Glad to be able to share another devotional with you. So let's start out with the obvious. Yes, I got a haircut as well. Shaved my head bald. So it actually brought up the inspiration for this devotional, though. Not to over spiritualize it, but when I shaved my head, my son Malachi, he looked at me like, "Who are you? Is this my dad?" And he was quite averse to it at first for a while. And it made me think how our Father in heaven never changes to where he goes unrecognized by us. We know who he is. God never changes. And I think sometimes we may see him in a new light because you can't fully master God. He is God. But he never changes even still. And the reason he doesn't change is because he lacks nothing. He doesn't ever grow or mature or become more God because he's perfect. He's God. He lacks nothing. He is the fullness of goodness, the fullness of life, the fullness of perfection in himself. So I can change. I grow, mature, shave my head to where it makes me go unrecognized by my own son, but God never changes. And I think this really brings up a really beautiful point right now in this situation and season where it's very chaotic, where it's strange, it's uncertain for a lot of people. But to know that our Father doesn't change in this, that he's still good, is something that we can hold fast to and be confident in. So in John 14, 8 through 11, Philip is speaking to Jesus, and Philip says, "Lord, show us the Father, and it is enough for us." Jesus said to him, "Have I been with you so long, and you still do not know me, Philip? Whoever has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, 'Show us the Father'? Do you not believe that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me? The words that I say to you, I do not speak on my own authority, but the Father who dwells in me does his works. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me, or else believe on account of the works themselves." So we see Jesus saying here, he is the Son of God come from heaven who reveals the Father. I and the Father are one. He shows us who the Father is, being the only one who has seen the Father coming from heaven. So that means there's no God behind the back of Jesus. And it also means that we don't grope about in the darkness saying, "Where's God? Where can he be found?" But we see him in Jesus, and Jesus is God. Jesus isn't a springboard to who God is, but we know him, we see him in Jesus. And as Jesus reveals the Father in his actions, his words, his deeds, his thoughts, we know who our Father is exactly. Hebrews 1:3, speaking of the Son of God, says, "He is the radiance of the glory of God and the exact imprint of his nature." He's the exact imprint of his nature. And in other places called the image of God. So him who is invisible, God who's invisible, Jesus has made him visible in himself, being the God-man. In Hebrews 13:8, it says Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. So we see Jesus Christ, he never changes, as the Father never changes, as the triune God never changes. So as Jesus has revealed the Father to us, we can be assured and certain this is the Father's heart towards us. He gave himself. The Son laid down his life, died on the cross for forgiveness of our sins, and defeated death that we may have life. This is who the Father is. When we look upon the Son, we see the Father. And this can be our confidence and our certainty in a time of uncertainty. We can look upon the Son and see the Father and know the Father. And he can't go unrecognized because we see him clearly in Jesus Christ. And that is our certainty. That's our confidence in this time. So let us together in the Son image who God is. As we know our Father, let us be like him. I hope this is encouragement to you all. Continue to love each other as the Father has loved you in the Son. Love and miss you all, and hope to see you soon.